I've had a lot of trouble with, cutting myself off of caffeine and sugar. When you don't have energy and you're having cravings, what do you reach for? What you want to pick up, you want that pick me up, even if it's only for an hour. Who knows what I'm talking about? Whenever you're tired, that's something you reach for. And so I could never just break that cycle with nutrition alone. What has helped me, though, finally start sleeping a full night's sleep and having energy again is supplementation. Now, I'm really picky about supplements that I take since I am a cancer survivor. I'm scared to death that it's going to come back. So I have to make sure that they are pure and plant-based, and they say that they are what they say they are. There's so many things out there that isn't what it says it is, or it's filled with toxins like heavy metals or fillers. This is typically what you're going to find if you go and pick up supplements from Walmart or your local drugstore. I read something, and it was maybe just a month or two ago, from a leading drugstore that had to pay a hefty lawsuit for selling a supplement that was filled with sawdust. Yes, really. I had to read that twice. I was like, really? So be careful, do your research before deciding what you put into your body, because it's not necessarily what they say is on there, because there's no regulations. So the first group of supplements that I'm going to talk about is actually called adaptogenic herbs. Now, these are a unique group of healing plants. They help to balance, restore, and protect your body. This unique group works differently than other plants. They adapt to what your body needs, and rather than doing like a specific thing for every person. This also means that there's no buildup of tolerance the more you take it. So if you're really high in something, and it'll help bring you down lower. And if you're really low in something, it'll help bring you back up. So it wants that level of balance that your body needs. So the specific adrenal fatigue supplements, the adaptogens that I'm going to talk about, is ginseng, ashwagandha, holy basil, licorice root, rhodiola rosea, and schizandra. So ginseng is the root that's most common of all the adaptogenic herbs. Ginseng has a small amount of a stimulant that can help revitalize you and wake you up when you need it. Ginseng is known for helping the body be more efficient in metabolizing stored energy, and it helps to improve your endurance. So ginseng contains a high level of antioxidants, and it's the perfect agent to help you deal with stress and repair damage that was done to your body by both hormonal imbalances and free radicals that can cause cancer. So it's also very good at repairing oxidative stress damage. And as I said on day 2, stress is a big cause of adrenal fatigue. The next is ashwagandha. It has shown to have a positive effect on the nervous system, which is very closely linked to your brain and your mental health. It also, it's a relaxing and a soothing herb, which is going to have a positive effect on your anxiety and stress. So it can help with mental energy levels. So your energy is not just physical, but it's mental as well. When it is balancing out your nervous system, it reduces stress. And then without the stress, you have more energy to get through the day, and you can maintain focus and productivity. Just think about a day that you have had a ton of stress. You just feel so exhausted at the end of the day compared to when, you've spent the day at the beach, which, of course, the beach can be stressful if you have 5 kids with you or something, but you probably get what I'm saying. The next one is holy basil. The plant is known for helping to lower stress levels. When you're under stress, your cortisol levels will rise. Melatonin levels will actually tank. And melatonin is what your body makes so that you can sleep. And over time, all this chronic stress will wreak havoc on your adrenals. It'll knock your hormones out of balance. And adrenal fatigue is thought to be caused by chronic stress. So holy basil is thought to be the #1 anti-aging herb today because of its stress reducing abilities. The next one is licorice root, and definitely doesn't look like licorice. Like many of the herbs on this list that I've already talked about, it has the ability to foster a major increase in energy by boosting the immune system and protecting many organs against damage that was caused by the cortisol levels. When the hormone cortisol is under control, it's easier to achieve control over your emotional state. And it helps to improve metabolic functions too. The next one is rhodiola. In the last few decades, dozens of studies have been done on rhodiola. Since the 1960s, it's been well documented that rhodiola has some very useful effects on depression, anxiety, and other emotional disturbances. At one point, it was actually used effectively to treat the stress that was experienced by pilots and astronauts. Schizandra is actually a plant with medicinal berries that you can actually eat as food. One thing that is known for is balancing hormones naturally. This in turn allows you to deal with stress easier. It also helps give you lasting energy so that you can have that stamina that you need for your whole day. The next one is reishi mushrooms. And there are just a few classes of mushrooms that are excellent and powerful antioxidants, and reishi mushrooms are one of the strongest. They're largely due to the extreme concentration of nutrition and their ability to boost immune functions. So these mushrooms have been linked to decreased tumor activity in research. Nutritionists have been suggesting the addition of certain mushrooms to the diet for decades for their positive influence on depression and hormonal imbalances in people. So this particular mushroom is a little bitter, and it's also tough. So but you can find this in a supplement form, and that's why I didn't bring it to you yesterday in nutrition. Instead, I bring it to you as in supplements, because you'd probably rather have it as a supplement. And this is actually in my probiotic, so it is also found in those sometimes as well. Some other supplements that are not adaptogenic herbs but are suggested for adrenal fatigue are B12, B5, vitamin C, vitamin D3, and a probiotic. Now, I actually get these supplements included in what I'm already taking, since I want it to be the whole plant form. I don't want it to be chemically derived in a lab just to extract a little bit here, a little bit there. Like, for example, B12. It's in my probiotic. But it's not actually the B12 that's in there. It has a strain of bacteria that helps our body synthesize our own B12 instead of adding it in. So a lack of B12 can cause anemia. You get B12 from dirt. So, if you're washing off your veggies, as you should, because they came from dirt, then you're probably not getting enough B12 on your own. Vitamin C is something that is much better for you to get from plants, fruits, vegetables themselves, because your body will be able to absorb it better. Now, I get my vitamin C also in my green drink that I have, which also has some of the adaptogens that I've already talked about today. The schizandra, the ashwagandha, and the rhodiola are all in my green drink. Now let's talk about the probiotics. So if you followed any of my live videos about a month or so ago, I talked a lot about digestive health. And you probably heard all the importance of probiotics. Probiotics are much more important and versatile than most people realize. In addition to playing a vital role in our immune system, in our digestive and intestinal tract, probiotics are increasingly being studied for the role in other body functions, including your mood, your respiratory system, your circulatory health. Daily supplementation with probiotics is slowly being seen as the norm for people who want to enjoy a consistently healthy lifestyle. And if you are on any kind of antibiotics for periods of time, this is a really increased need that you need to have a probiotic, because that antibiotic is stripping you of that good bacteria that you need in your body. I've actually partnered with a company called Soul Naturals, and all of their supplements are derived from whole plants. They're non-GMO, they're no MSG, no soy, no dairy, no nuts, no gluten. They're vegan. They're absolutely no artificial anything. They have outside testings to make sure they are what they are, and they even have to make sure that they have the right potency that they want in each packet as well. So they're really reasonably priced, and they ship out as quickly as Amazon. If you're interested, just reach out, or say me below. I'll personally help you figure out what you need. Not, again, because there's not one product for everyone. Each person has different needs. And I have like a little health assessment that you can take that, depending on the answers, it will have some recommendations for you. Not even for me, but I'll put them together with what you tell me, what you're struggling with. So I hope this, I can even, also I forgot to mention, I can get you a gift card if you want to purchase some as well. No pressure or anything like that. Just an option for you. I hope that this was of value to you. I know it was a little bit longer tonight, but you can definitely share this with someone else that may need to hear it. Anyway, again, I know this was longer, so thank you so much for sticking around until the end. I hope you have a great rest of your night. And tomorrow night, I'm actually going to talk about the last step in really helping conquer adrenal fatigue. Hope to see you then. Bye.